Hey, what's going on out there? I'm Sean Devine. Hope you all are doing well. Today I have a new video where I'm going to share with you my top 5 master limiters. These are the limiters that over the years in my experience have given me the most clear, impactful results without negatively affecting the transients and the dynamics and those things that we work so hard for in the mix. So when you put these on and you have some attenuation or some limiting going on, they're not going to completely destroy those transients and dynamics if you use them properly. So let's go ahead and dive in here. Coming in at number 5 on my top 5 master limiters is the SLATE Digital FGX. This is a great limiting plugin. Has 2 different sections here, the FG comp as well as the FG level. Now the comp is going to be a compressor, but you can use it very subtly, which I'm going to do here in just a second. And then we have the level section or the limiter that's going to maximize your volume and bring it up to commercial levels. We've got some handy controls here for increasing and controlling the transients of both the low end as well as some of the high end transients. And then you have some dynamic controls here to give you more of a dynamic perception. And then finally, we have a control that will actually change the character of the transients themselves. So if you want something a little bit harder, a little bit more crisp, or if you want more of a smooth kind of glued sound, you can control that there. So let's go ahead and play my mix. I'm going to bring it up and make a couple of tweaks here so you can hear it.
Getting hard to make out anything that I'm seeing. Oh, you got me bleeding. You're taking over my mind, my soul, everything you wanted, baby. Oh, I'll never see it. Cut me, baby. I know it's over. You check my pulse to see if it's still beating. Getting hard to make out anything that I'm seeing. Oh, you got me bleeding.
All right, so I added just about a dB of compression, something really light up here. I like this compressor just to give you a little tiny bit of glue on the end of your master there. And then also with the FG level, I adjusted some of the transient controls so that you can hear we could give the low end a little bit more punch. We can use this dynamic perception control to, again, shape those transients a little bit better. Coming in at number 2 on my list of top 5 must-have master limiters is the FABFILTER Pro L2. I just recently updated this so that I could show it to you in the video, but I've been using Pro L for many, many years. It is a nice, clean, transparent limiter, and they've added some really handy new features with this one, like true peak limiting. We've got some additional styles in terms of a modern. We have a bus mode, which is great for providing some glue for drums. We've also got a safe mode that's going to work better for really light acoustic material. So let's go ahead and take a listen. I'm also going to show you we can resize things, and we're going to go into full screen mode, which is great to use while you're doing some mastering with Pro L2.
Check my pulse to see if it's still beating. Getting hard to make out anything that I'm seeing. Oh, you got me bleeding. You're taking over my mind, my soul, everything you wanted, baby. Oh, I'll never see it. Cut me, baby. I know it's over. You check my pulse to see if it's still beating. Getting hard to make out anything that I'm seeing. Oh, you got me bleeding. You're taking over my mind, my soul, everything.
Some nice choices there in the styles, and now with the addition of true peak limiting and the updated UI, which as you've come to expect from FABFILTER is beautiful. It's one of the best UIs out there. This is a really nice limiter to add to your collection. Coming in at number 3 on my list is the Waves L3 ULTRAMAXIMER. A lot of people in the industry swear by the L2. I personally, however, prefer the sound of the L3. I think it gives you a little bit cleaner result in terms of pushing it a little harder and retaining your transients. For someone like me who has very punchy drums, I just think it has a more impactful result. So let's go ahead and take a listen. I'm going to drop the ceiling down just below 0.
Try to make it painless. Your method of attack left me defenseless. Man, I don't know how I'm ever gonna recover. Got me fading fast, that's it, now it's over. Oh, you got me bleeding.
Coming in at number 4 on my list of top 5 must-have master limiters is one that some of you might not be as familiar with. It's called I Am Pusher. It is a collaboration between the electronic music group Infected Mushroom and Waves. It has some very unique controls. We have control over things like magic. This is sort of an exciter control. We have a stereo image control, dynamic punch, focus, body, and we've even got this really cool low control, which is going to accentuate the low end based on this frequency or note that we specify. So let's go ahead and I'm going to set a couple of things here and let you hear what I Am Pusher is capable of.
Try to make it painless. Your method of attack left me defenseless. Man, I don't know how I'm ever gonna recover. Got me fading fast, that's it, now it's over. Oh, you got me bleeding. You're taking over my mind, my soul. Everything you wanted, baby. Oh, I'll never see it. It's like they say, try to make it painless. Your method of attack left me defenseless. Man, I don't know how I'm ever gonna recover. Got me fading fast, that's it, now it's over. Oh, you got me bleeding. You're taking over my mind, my soul.
Last up, but certainly not least, is the Ozone 8 Maximizer. This is the master limiter that I find myself using the most frequently recently. Once they've updated it, they've provided some really cool new IRC or styles for the limiting, and you've also got, of course, true peak limiting, which is very important, and some handy controls over the transients. So let's go ahead and I'm going to select IRC 4. I tend to go towards this modern IRC, and I've turned on true peak, and let's pull down the threshold, and then we'll adjust this character setting as well.
Try to make it painless. Your method of attack left me defenseless. Man, I don't know how I'm ever gonna recover. Got me fading fast, that's it, now it's over. Oh, you got me bleeding. You're taking over my mind, my soul. Everything you wanted, baby. Oh, I'll never see it. It's like they say, try to make it painless. Your method of attack left me defenseless. Man, I don't know how.
Another great thing about the new Ozone is we now have an IRC low latency mode. So if you're like me and you mix into a limiter a lot of times, or even if you record into a limiter and you want to just hear how things are sounding, it's a great way to have that nice clean master limiter on your bus without affecting the timing of what you're monitoring and how you're mixing as well. All right, y'all, so that's my list of top 5 must-have master limiters. These are all going to give you great results. So if you've been trying to do master limiting on your stereo bus with stock plugins, maybe you're looking for some tools that are going to retain all that hard work that you've been doing in your mix on your transients and dynamics, these are the plugins to check out. If you have any questions about the plugins we covered, feel free to leave a comment below. If you learned anything in the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Take it back to 07, I was making beats in dorm rooms, neighbors knocking on the walls and they ain't even have a clue. Blah blah, wasting time making rap tunes. I was building up a business on the low. What you didn't see, I know now. I never had a doubt, cause God kept me focused while they tried to put the fire out. I kept at it even when the man ours went static. Signed on the dotted lines that did me like a bad habit.